9 African video games to discover in 2022. AWA The Unmasked is an immersive exploration and puzzle created by KIRO Game Studio in Senegal. As AWA explores the land, she solves different puzzles and enigmas to free the villagers from the masks. AWA will have to overcome the generational trauma that has plagued her family for decades. Hiru is an action-adventure survival game created by Kunta Kontent in Kenya. Hiru is a teenage son of a Maasai king. He's out herding cattle with his brother and goes back home to find his clan getting massacred by poachers for protecting a herd of elephants. The overall objective of the game is to make it all the way to the enemy's lair and avenge your community. KARMZAH Run is a 3D action auto-runner platform game developed by LETI Arts in Ghana. The game is based on the Afro comics KARMZAH. KARMZAH is the only heroine with cerebral palsy, but her disability doesn't stop her from running, flipping and fighting all the bad guys. Responsible MBOA is the first African game of life simulation in the Sims style, created by KIRO Games in Cameroon. You play a young trainee who will have to climb the steps of the African civil service to become an elite of the MBOA. Manage your career, your love, your family in the most hilarious game of Africa. Raps is a casual 2D dress-up game for young girls based on the characters of the animated book Rapulani. Created by Alchemize in South Africa, the game is about a young girl, Rapulani, with a magical afro who must endure many great obstacles and a gauntlet of an adventure with her hair just to get through the day. RIZIKI is a narrative rhythm game that takes its players through an experience of beautiful African music. Developed by WEZA Interactive Entertainment in Kenya, the game invites players to go on a journey to unite Africa through music, where each level is inspired by the most popular music from the continent. DOBA Dash is a 3D combat racing game about the street surfers and how their race helps fight climate change. This game is created by Space Salad Studio in South Africa. USONI is a narrative post-apocalyptic game created by JIWE Studios in Kenya. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic future version of Europe, rendered dark and barren as a result of climatic changes. Dormant volcanoes erupt, violent tsunamis have washed away the megacities of Europe, leaving only rumble. The only hope lies in Africa, the only place left where the sun still shines. The Edge project is a narrative action-adventure game developed by Lantern Studio in Tunisia. Nadia awakens from a coma to find herself in an ICU with a dazed head. Her memory of a leading incident was severely blurred and buried deep in her subconscious. The player will experience the course of events and keep alternating between past and present to get the full picture of a concealed conspiracy that roots go back strangely to the moment of her birth. To meet the fantastic video game studio from Africa behind these games, join us at the Europe-Africa Video Games Matchmaking Days organized by Spielfabrik and happening on May 23, 2022 online. Register for free, follow the link in the comment of this video.